happens. If you don't drink any water ever, at some point you get that, you know, on your mouth.
Oh, I know.
You know, on your mouth.
Oh, I know it.
That
I know.
smacky, like I need, my mouth is so dry.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to dry mouth, dry throat, bad breath, all of these things. Water helps to get rid of the food particles in your mouth. It helps to not let your teeth
decay.
Exactly.
I mean,
let's see. And your nasal, you know how you have your ears, nose, and throat are all ears, nose, and throat are all connected there in that sort of T shape. So the water helps obviously keep your nasal passages nice and moist as well, the mucous membranes and all of that, all down your throat, all of that. You think about electrolytes, sodium, potassium, chloride.
oh yeah.
All of these are carried with water.
Water.
So,
That's
I mean,
right.
the electrolytes won't go anywhere. They'll just be sitting somewhere, right? Speaking of electrolytes, yeah, I just finished drinking some electrolytes.
Oh yeah. You
And
put salt?
I
you do
actually
salt?
had some electrolytes.
Oh, you did?
Like a
Okay.
combination, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Powdered ones. So, I didn't used to drink water much. I didn't like water. I actually had the audacity to say, I don't like water, and I just wouldn't drink it.
I think most people have said that at some point.
I just wouldn't drink it.
I know when you're young, you don't like water.
Yeah.
You want that sweetie thing. Of course, that's the addiction. But still, water was never quenching.
I mean, the only time I would drink water is if I was playing a sport or outside sweating or run, like I'm thirsty and drink water. But drinking water during the day and having a meal and having water or just what? No, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to drink water. And just be dehydrated and oh well.
It's funny you said that because if you think about it, when you were drinking water after your exercises or when you sweat or that was because you were taught that you needed to drink water.
Yeah.
After you did your gym or whatever, water, it just comes naturally that you drink water. But during the day when you're just doing your little cute little stuff and you're just eating
work
certain
or
things, you
something,
want a sweetie thing or whatever, you don't think it's water in those terms.
Right. I mean, from school growing up, it's like you're in school, you're in gym class. Everybody runs around, then it's like, okay, everybody go get water. And you all line up at the water bubbler. And
it's like,
you drink water, you know.
Yeah.
And so, of course, you're hot, you're sweaty, just give me some water. You're not really thinking about it. But if somebody passed you something else, soda or drink or
It'd be
you
odd.
would drink that too.
Yeah,
though.
you would
wouldn't
drink
worry
it.
about it.
You would drink it, but I think you would think it odd because
No, I'd be like, give me that soda. You in school, give me some soda.
shut
What
up.
you got? Let me get a waterfall. Let me just.
yeah. It's sort of like I relate the water to the exercise.
Oh, for sure.
That's why
for sure. You've probably heard about intermittent fasting. You've maybe even tried it. Maybe it didn't work out for you. Maybe you didn't get great results. Or maybe you just need a reset. But either way, we've got this free intermittent fasting guide for you. It's got lots of colorful pictures and lots of information with a 2-week plan to get you started intermittent fasting and enjoying the amazing benefits. So check the link below if you're watching YouTube, and if you're on the podcast, check the show notes. Get that link.
And it's easier than you think.
Yeah, so go get it. And even your mucus, all of the mucus is largely composed of water. So most of that is water. So if you want to maintain the consistency, you need to keep it water liquefied, or else it gets kind of thick and of hard to move, and it doesn't do its job. You can irritate your respiratory tract because what's going on is you're not hydrated enough. So what happens is as you move these irritants, they move through your respiratory tract, they move along and they get where they need to get so that your immune system can deal with them. You don't want to have all these other issues that lack of water will bring to you. And we're not going to get into a lot of the
lymphatics and all that need to be
lack
flowed.
of water. We're gonna talk about that in another show where we'll get into sort of the negative side of that. But you just need water in all of this, the mouth and the saliva, in order to function properly.
Yeah, you do.
So that's 1. 2. Wait, I think I need some
The
water.
throat. Yeah, see, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Oh,
Switch
shut
it
up,
around,
Jamie.
All right. It also regulates body temperature. So
Oh, God.
we talked about sweat a little bit. So obviously, if it's hot outside and you're sweaty, you're losing water because it's sweating out of you, right? So you're losing it. So how are you going to replace it? Drink water.
That's true.
Right? Everybody knows that if you sweat too much, especially if you're someone who sweats a lot, just in heat or in exercise, you know how you start to feel. Like after a while, you need water. You need to rehydrate, put back in all the sweat that came out.
That's true.
So it's obvious that, the primary way that we cool down is through sweat. So when the body gets overheated, it pushes the fluid to the surface so that water traps the
temperature.
cool, and it evaporates off, and it brings coolness to bring your body temperature down.
That's right. And
So,
if you have a thyroid issue, which I do, the Hashimoto's, it regulates, it helps regulate, because the thyroid regulates the temperature. Having that water really makes a big difference because it's really needed.
Yeah.
It's really needed so that you are being regulated.
Yeah.
And the thyroid is doing its job. But if you're not hydrated, you will feel it. You'll feel the fatigue, and you feel all the symptoms anyway.
It's interesting too, though, is when people think of hydration, they immediately think of sweat and being hot. But believe it or not, being cold is another one. So when your body is really, really cold, so we said how the water helps regulate temperature.
Yeah.
So when you're really, really cold, your veins dilate. So vasoconstriction. Here they go. They get really tiny, which means the blood is going through a smaller and smaller place, and you're not getting all that blood flow, oxygen moving through the way that you would need to. So if you're really cold, you still need plenty of water to keep hydrated, keep the blood hydrated so it can keep moving. You don't want it to thicken up so that you're really not getting all of the blood flow and the oxygen that you need. So being cold is another way that the body uses water to get that
regulate
balance,
the temperature.
of body temperature. Your body wants to be in homeostasis. It wants to stay in that ideal temperature range, not too hot and not too cold. So even a small fluid loss, even a small loss of fluid, like a little bit of sweat, that's enough to increase your body temperature. Just that small amount. So it's important that you
so many things are happening.
Yeah, small amount. Just imagine. It's not even like super dehydrated, just a little bit. And to be honest, most people are dehydrated on some level, or underhydrated at the least.
Oh, most.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I certainly was.